Hello guys, welcome to another tutorial video. Today I'll be teaching you how to make this thick and foamy multi-purpose liquid soap. Before then, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, kindly do like and share my videos as well. Yes guys, so this one you can use it for home or commercial purposes. This is colorless. I didn't add color to it. I just want you to appreciate the thickness in it. Let's get started. This is 25 liters of water we'll be using for the production, and then we go ahead to our base. This is also called Texaphone. This is our liquid soap base. It's one of the most crucial ingredients of liquid soap. It helps thicken the liquid soap as well as it provides lathering effect as well. This is powdered salt. This is powdered salt. You can use the local stone salt or the local stone salt. They also have some that they grind it into powder. You can use that as well. This is 1 kilo. This is 1 kilo. And then we have our thickener powder. We have our booster powder. Can you see the difference? This is a bit brownish. This is whitish. This is thickener powder. This is booster powder. So the thickener powder, it helps the liquid soap to thicken, and then the booster powder is in lathering. It helps the liquid soap to lather well. And then we have our booster liquid and booster liquid. This is booster liquid, and then this is our thickener liquid. They all provide the same thing as the thickener powder and the booster powder. The thickener liquid helps to thicken the liquid soap, whilst the booster liquid helps in helping the liquid soap to lather. So the composition of thickness and lathering effect in these two are more than the liquid ones. So I would advise, if you would want to skip, you rather skip the liquid and buy the powder one too, but don't skip the powdered one, otherwise you end up with a watery and less lathery liquid soap, or else you might have to buy more of the liquids to be able to compensate for this. Then we have our color. This is color blue. Then we have our perfume, this lemon perfume, and we have SLS. This is called the rice. It also helps in lathering effect. Is also for lathering as well. And then this is our preservative. Then we have our sulphuric acid. This is our newest ingredient. This is the one that I was saying that because of this particular ingredient, you can't use it to wash bowls because of the acidity content in it. It is very dangerous and cancerous if we consume it. So we are using this to help in producing the liquid soap. You can use it to wash clothing, scrubbing, do anything, but please stay away from dishwashing. So now that I've introduced you to our ingredients, I'll go ahead to show you how I dissolve each of them into the water, and then we get started. But I'll be transferring this into a different basin and go ahead to mix my salt to it. Yes guys, before we start, you can't do this production without wearing hand gloves. You need to also be in a nose mask as well. Yes guys, so kindly take this precautionary measure seriously. Wear a nose mask and wear double hand gloves before you start this production. You can't have kids around you when you're doing this production. It's dangerous. Yes please. So you mix the salt solution and then you go ahead to set it aside. So I'm about to mix my thickener into the salt solution, so I'll fetch the water out and then go ahead to dissolve the thickener powder. When you check on my channel, you will see a video teaching you how to use salt solution to mix thickener. You just watch it. It's the same steps I'm going. And then after dissolving the thickener, I decided to pour the remaining water and then add it to the thickener solution, and then we go ahead to start our liquid soap production. So first off, you add your base, also known as Texaphone, to your basin, and then after adding the Texaphone, you go on to add the other ingredients as well. Another one, please, you can't use this liquid soap to wash bowls because of the sulphuric acid, guys. Please adhere to all protocols. But it's good for washing clothing, it's good for cleaning, it's good for everything, except you can't use it to wash bowls because of the sulphuric acid in it. So I go ahead to add my SLS, and then I went ahead to add the booster powder. Remember, we've already dissolved the thickener powder into the salt solution, so we are no longer adding thickener powder to it. That is because if you add the thickener powder to this particular mixture, it always makes it too hard. You need extra muscles to be able to dissolve it properly. So this is my cheap way of doing it without using more muscles. Yes, so this is the preservative I'm adding. And then also, when it comes to the stirring, you have to choose one way. You either stir clockwise or anti-clockwise. You can't stir clockwise and anti-clockwise at the same time. It will give you watery liquid soap at the end of the day. So guys, remember the stirring, you either go clockwise or anti-clockwise. Don't do both, because it can make your liquid soap very watery. So after pouring all the ingredients together in the basin, I go ahead to mix it gently together so that it will get to a paste consistency, guys. Remember the stirring, clockwise or anti-clockwise. Don't forget and mix it. Then you take your time and gently stir it all together until all the ingredients is fully incorporated, and then you have this paste like consistency. Yes guys, take your time slowly. The crucial part is the beginning of the liquid soap. If you mess it up at the beginning, then your liquid soap too would also end up very badly. So at the beginning, you need patience, you need time. Take your time, guys. Just stir. Be sure everything is well incorporated and is well mixed. Then you go ahead to add water. At the beginning, you add little at a time. This is because if you add too much, your liquid soap will be very watery at the beginning, which would make you end up with a watery liquid soap. So at the beginning, you add small so that you are able to stir, and then it mixes very well, and then the thickness is there. Then you continually add small. That's what will make the thickness to stay. But if you just add plenty water at the start, your liquid soap will be very watery, and then the active ingredients and the thickening powder will no longer work again. But by mixing continuously for a while, it activates the thickening components in the thickening powder, which helps the liquid soap to be thick. And remember guys, the thickener powder is in the salt solution. So you see, I'm adding the water small at a time, and you see how it's coming together beautifully. Yes guys, you just follow the procedure. It's very simple and very easy to do. Yes guys, so continually just be adding the water small, and then you continually stir. As you can see, it's becoming more thicker and thicker. That is how it is. But if I had added a lot of water at the beginning, my liquid soap would have been watery already, which I would have to leave the rest of the water. And if you are doing that for business, you'll be ending up at a loss. So in another video, I'll teach you how to use 25-liter set of liquid soap ingredients. Maybe just adjust with 1 or 2, and then you can make 50 liters of liquid soap. Yes guys, so after mixing and adding the water, I had to cut that video out because it was too long. I virtually just added the water, and then I got to the last of it. Then that was the thickener liquid I added, and this also booster liquid. You add it to the solution, and then you stir rigorously for some time until it's well incorporated. That was the remaining water I added. And now we'll be adding our sulphuric acid. Guys, the liquid soap looks a bit watery, don't mind. The sulphuric acid is the game changer here. It will thicken this liquid soap so easily. Like, I do not know how it does that, but like there's some magic here. Whilst you continually stir for a while, the sulphuric would dissolve in at a time, and before you realize, your liquid soap will be very thick again. Please, you can't be lazy in stirring when it comes to liquid soap. If you are lazy, then you end up with either bad liquid soap or watery liquid soap, or you end up with nothing at all. And if you are doing it for business, you end up making losses because your liquid soap will always be light. You either have to spend more or you would have to get less because you can't add all the water when your liquid soap is light. So I added the remaining sulphuric acid, and guys, this was our liquid soap after I added the sulphuric acid. If you can see very well, you see that it has thickened up so beautifully and everything is well mixed, and you see there are no lumps in it. If I didn't dissolve the thickener powder in the salt solution, it would have been lumpy. And because of how I do not want to always stir a lot, I decided to just dissolve it in the salt solution, which made my work very easy. Yes guys, so our liquid soap is ready. We just have to stir for some few more minutes, and then we'll go ahead to cover it and let it rest for the day. So guys, this one in 6 hours time you can use it if there are no lumps in it. But if your liquid soap ends up being lumpy, then you can't use it after 6 hours. You need to let it dissolve. So this is our perfume. I'm not adding it now. I'll add it later when I'm ready to package it, guys. So also I usually divide this into two. I use part for laundry and I use part for cleaning. So I mix like an after wash kind of scent for the laundry, and then I use maybe a lemon or a Gladys perfume or strawberry for the cleaning. Guys, this was 6 hours later after our production. You can see the foam in it. It just shows that it's done. Yes guys, it's done. So you see it's lump free. There are no seeds in it. It's very thick and it's very good. At this point our liquid soap is ready. If I'm going to sell, I'll go ahead to add my color, and then I'll go ahead to add my perfume, and then add vitamin E and glycerin to it, and then I'm good to go for packaging. If you're also using it for home, you decide how you want to portion it. Yes guys, our liquid soap is ready. It's very thick, it's very foamy as well. Thank you so much for watching this video. Until next time, I'm grateful. Continue to subscribe to my channel, like my videos, and share it to all your loved ones, guys. Thank you so much.